If you were to put a button in front of me today where we would go back and I would say no to the French Laundry and stay at home with my dad, live in a split-level apartment, take care of him, I would hit that button. I remember smoke everywhere, tuning basses, the smell of Grand Marnier. I remember gripping onto the front of the bass right below the bridge when my dad was trying to play. One of my earliest memories is I'd fall asleep on the stage. We were bar babies. We always went to the gigs and go home at 2 o'clock in the morning. I didn't have kids from around the block. I had these old cats. Most of my friends were 55, 60, 70 years old. People came to see him from everywhere. He was Milt Abel, Kansas City Jazz Hall of Famer. He was asked to sing at Charlie Parker's funeral. And I see him up there. I wanted to be on the stage with him. I don't think he could have done much more inside of Kansas City than he did.
Big noise, blowing from one echo, yes, yes,
My dad was the best at what he did. So then it's important for me, no matter what I do, to carry on that legacy and try to be a part of an elite few in whatever profession I chose. After I left college, working in the kitchen was a pretty good side gig. I didn't go to culinary school. I didn't have a natural talent for it. I had to work. I had been to a bunch of restaurants in the city, and I can't tell you how many times I heard, "Oh, we'll get back to you." And I walk into this restaurant, it's like a last-ditch effort. And I hand the application to the manager, and they said to me, "I'm gonna go get the chef and see if he can't come out here and talk to you." Boom, I knew that's it. So I sat down with this guy, his name was Michael Magliano, and I just said to him, "Look, I don't have any culinary school training, but I'll work really hard for you." This chef was so good. He just made me start enjoying what I was doing. I was going home and reading cookbooks, coming with recipes. He showed me the French Laundry Cookbook, which is a restaurant in Napa Valley, California, run by Chef Thomas Keller. And man, he told me these stories. Oh, this guy, he slept on a cot in the back of the restaurant for the whole time it was open. He started from nothing, and he just made me feel it. He made me start to really fall in love with this restaurant. And I was thinking, man, I didn't even know this world existed. And I really started to get into it. 60 years of carrying a bass on your back, it's gonna wreck your spine. My dad was having trouble walking. He was losing his ability to play. And I'm like, hey, Dad, I'm going to California. I'm going to try for a job at this restaurant. I don't know if he knew I was serious, that this was the Carnegie Hall of the culinary profession. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it all the way. I can't see you living your life any other way. My family probably did need me at home, but they didn't tell me that. Chef Keller is the gold standard of cooking in the United States. If you want to be one of the best at your craft, and this is all you wanted to do for your whole life, you're gonna go work for this guy and you're gonna go hone your skills. This is not frying wings anymore. This is not scooping ice cream and making sundaes. It's art, it's craftsmanship. It's so much more than I could even put into words. This is the end all be all. This is it. I had sat down with Chef Keller and I just explained to him that I wanted to be the head pastry chef of the French Laundry. Put me in a kitchen and tell me, I'll make me something nice and I'll do it. Step on stage and I'll create the scene. And I'll perform right then. It's just flowing out of you. You're feeling it. It's a lot of emotion, especially jazz. So much of your personality comes out in how you play. It's ganache time. Temper some chocolate, milk, cream. Drop my egg yolks in and burr mix it. Let's do some chocolate tuiles. Spread our chocolate thin onto the acetate paper. Comb it, curl it, pour the ganache into the tart shell, and just let it gently cook until the custard is set. Pop it out of tin, tart's done. That's it, man. That's my jazz. It was 2007. I was living in California. I was at the French Laundry. Chef Keller started closing the restaurant so that we could all have vacation together. You know, a restaurant that runs 365 days is a tough place to work. It's really tough. And I went home to Kansas City. And yeah, I just didn't think anything was that bad. But I had some inkling that, I don't know why. I don't know why, but when I came back to the restaurant, I told the head chef, listen, I don't know what's going on, but I may have to go home to sort some things out sometime this year. I called him during the day to say hello. And my mother picked up the phone. And she let me talk to him. She put the phone to his ear. He was trying to say something, but he couldn't speak. And I told her I had to go, and I just went back to work. I have dedicated myself to my work my whole life, and I'm not going to stop now. I worked until 2 in the morning, got home, and when I got home, then my phone rang. I asked to be transferred to per se in New York City. And then I got to Noma in Copenhagen. And at that time, Noma was ranked as #1 restaurant in the world. This is the top of the top. Part of the elite few. We would race to the bus stop every day. I felt bad because he was losing, so I fell down. Well, then he felt bad because I fell down, so he fell down too. You know, rolling around, laughing at each other. This guy's 60 years old. He's 61 years old. Just invincible. A great man, someone to aspire to be just like. And I think back on that all the time. He was able to be a professional and a father and do them both at the highest level. Hall of Fame jazz musician, a Hall of Fame dad. I wasn't going to be able to do both. And I had to choose what was more important to me.
C'est la grandeur du large qui m'émeut. La grandeur puis la houle par jour de grand vent. Ici à l'île, on est maître de rien. On est complètement dominé par le temps, les tempêtes, la glace. Aussi, l'hiver, la glace qui bouge, la glace qui casse. Puis la mer qui nous entoure à perte de vue. Ici à l'île, on se demande pas quand la tempête va arriver. La tempête nous tombe dessus. La tempête nous avale. C'est ça que j'aime. Me sentir petit en proie aux éléments que je dois affronter. Terrassé par la nature abrupte, mais quand même vivant. Le monde vienne, le monde parte. Moi, je reste ici. Ça n'a jamais été une question pour moi. Mon bateau, les horaires de fou, les soirs de miracle où tu reviens à la cale pleine, jamais été une question. J'ai toujours été pêcheur et puis j'ai toujours mieux aimé être en mer que sur terre. Sur l'eau, c'est limpide, ça ondoie, c'est le bonheur. Mon fils Philippe, ben, j'y ai tout appris. Déjà tout petit, il y avait ça dans le sang. Il a grandi sur le bateau, puis il est devenu mon partenaire. On se levait tranquille, on partait mettre le stock en ordre. On se disait rien. On était en paix. Nos gestes parfaitement accordés l'un à l'autre, sans qu'un mot sorte de nos bouches. Une entente tacite, claire comme de l'eau de roche. C'est rare, ces affaires-là. Puis, quand le grain montait à 4 heures, je savais qu'il était là pour m'aider à maîtriser le bateau. Pas de panique. Ben zen. Il était beau, Philippe, les jours de houle. Aussi fort que le vent. Aujourd'hui, j'ai sorti le bateau de l'eau. Je l'ai mis en vente. Je le mets propre pour le prochain pêcheur. Moi, je peux plus continuer, j'y arrive pas. Même si je me force, j'ai trop peur de flancher, d'aller le rejoindre. La version officielle de l'histoire, c'est un bateau en panne qu'on vient remorquer la nuit. C'est une remorque qui voit pas le bateau chavirer en arrière d'elle, puis qui voit pas non plus les hommes dans le bateau retourné, qui se noient un à un, qui s'agrippent, mais qui meurent pareil. Puis je les ai entendus, les cris. Les cris de sauvages des hommes qui veulent sortir, mais qui pouvaient pas. Prisonniers du bateau renversé, qui cognent sur la cale comme des bêtes, qui voient bien que la situation est sans issue. Quand j'ai eu de l'eau jusqu'aux oreilles, j'ai pris une grande respiration, puis je me suis dit, il faut que tu sortes ou tu y restes. J'avais Philippe dans le dos. Je le sentais me presser. J'étais sûr qu'on pourrait sortir à deux. Qu'il me suivait d'assez près pour passer lui aussi à travers la fenêtre. Mais non, il n'est pas passé. Il restait là. Puis là, debout sur la coque, j'ai crié hostie. J'ai crié comme un fou pour que la remorque s'arrête. Mais le choc de la glace contre la coque, le vacarme de la glace qui cale en s'équiffant, puis le bruit des moteurs, l'odeur d'huile. J'ai eu beau crier, on m'a pas entendu. J'ai pas pu le sauver. Ils n'ont jamais retrouvé son corps. Il n'y a pas une seule nuit où j'entends pas fondre la glace, où j'imagine pas son corps froid dans le fond de l'eau. Seul. Tellement tout seul. Il n'y a pas une nuit où je rêve pas qu'il passe finalement par la fenêtre, qu'il arrive à l'air libre. Pas une nuit. Je peux plus continuer comme ça. J'ai peur. Il n'y a pas un jour passé sur l'eau où j'envisage pas aller le retrouver, me laisser glisser, tranquillement, rejoindre son corps au fond de l'eau. Le corps de mon fils. La mer était mon refuge. Et la mer m'a trahi. La chienne.
Moi, de petitesse, je m'ai toujours trouvé vouloir être un pêcheur. À l'âge de 13 ans de vieille, j'ai commencé à faire la pêche avec mon père. Mon nom est Victor Thibault. Ça fait 17 ans que je fais la pêche au homard. Ça fait proprement 15 ans que j'ai mon nom de bateau, mon entreprise. Jean-Marc, 21 ans de vieille, ça fait 3 ans qu'il fait la pêche avec moi. Joël, c'est mon autre bateau qu'on l'appelle en acadien. Ça fait 2 ans qu'il fait la pêche avec moi. Dans la saison du printemps, dans le district 34, on est parmi 400 attrapes, 400 cages de homards. Tous les jours, on essaie de les raboter, mettre de la boîte neuve. Quand les attrapes arrivent sur le bord du bateau, on les embarque, on les rouvre, on met de la boîte fraîche, on regarde quoi ça dans la trappe. Parfois, il y a toutes sortes de choses. Il y a des burgos, il y a des petits homards qu'on mesure et qu'on tourne back à la mer. Parfois, il y a des homards avec des œils dessous la queue qu'on n'est pas permettre de garder. Au sud-ouest de Nouvelle-Écosse, le printemps, les homards sont extrêmement de bonne qualité. La coquille est venue dure, elle est pas comme qu'elle était à la fin de l'été, qu'il avait une coquille neuve. Faire la pêche, c'est pas rien que prendre ses attrapes et les mettre pour le haut de la mer. Il faut essayer différents endroits. Nous autres, on appelle ça des batteurs. Les batteurs, c'est une petite butte de roche. Tes attrapes, il faut qu'ils tiennent au bord de la roche. Pour se mettre dans la pêche, c'est extrêmement cher. Les bateaux et les entreprises sont de gros prix. Dans cette région, c'est une licence à homard aujourd'hui. Il faut que tu donnes 420 000 pièces pour en avoir une. Si vous voulez en acheter une aujourd'hui, ça c'est seulement le marché de papier qui te permet d'aller à la pêche. Dans les dernières années, les prix des homards ont pas monté, ils ont baissé. Le fuel, les expenses, la boîte a tout doublé, triplé en argent. C'est beaucoup plus dur à faire de l'argent. Il faut travailler plus fort en plus fort. Puis il faut faire sûr qu'à la fin de la journée, qu'il y ait un profit, parce que ça prend pas longtemps de le réagir. Quand la saison de pêche finit, on met ses attrapes derrière le logis, puis on va se trouver d'autres travail. Quand tu es pêcheur, ouais, c'est ça que tu fais. C'est ça que tu fais. Tu trouves un autre secteur de pêche qui est ouvert. Il y a tout le temps du travail pour du monde qui aime de travailler.
My father owned a fish and chips in New Bedford. His father owned a fish and chip in New Bedford. I wasn't going to own a fish and chip in New Bedford. I wasn't going to be a cook. I wanted to be a chef. I wanted to be the guy on the Food Network. I wanted to be the guy on the magazines. I clipped all my newspaper articles that had my name. That was important. 2005, a country club in Dartmouth was looking for someone to run their kitchen. When you're making someone else's money, you start thinking, why can't I do this for myself? The first couple of weeks was great. Business was booming, people were loving it. And then, still kind of hard to think about that. It rained almost every day for 4 weeks. Weekends were horrible. The numbers started dropping and dropping. My accountant said file bankruptcy. That's what it's there for. My father taught me a man pays his bills. So we sold the house. It was a failure. I learned that maybe I wasn't meant to be the greatest owner of a restaurant. So I became a teacher. I'm the culinary arts instructor at Carver Middle High School. I'm making the difference. I make a good pork tenderloin too. I've always could make a good pork tenderloin, in case you're wondering. But as a teacher, I have a school of kids that make a really good pork tenderloin. I like the way that when that student gets it, and they get it. And you see it in their eyes. Damn, that's a high. We can't let the roadblocks stop us. Some people walk around them. Some people step back and turtle. I crash through them. Because those obstacles are going to make me stronger. 5 months ago, my wife was diagnosed with cancer. When I come in, the days aren't as bright as they could have been. Or maybe I'm not as positive as I need to be. They're like, you're okay. And they would say, how's your wife today? And for a lot of people, when you hear that, you think about it and you're like, oh my God, the darkness is coming in. I look at it as the opposite way. Someone opened the door to shed a little light, because when a 17-year-old kid who has everything going on in his life comes up to you and says, how is your wife? Yeah, keep your thick wallets. Keep your 20 shows on the Food Network. Keep your restaurant. I have the love of my students. I could be a cook, been there. I could be a chef, been there, done that. I'll take the teacher.